I'm not gonna lie. Um, Today might be kind of a little bit of a sad day. Um, for the love of the game, just because I want to do this build, just because I have no other content, right? I have to do something like pretty bad. Let me just show you. So, my personal PC, right, which you guys haven't seen, I ended up putting it in this Okino's case, but disregard that for now. We have downgraded from the GTX 1070 8GB to a GTX 1063GB. And now we're about to downgrade again to a GT 1030 DDR4 edition. So yeah, I mean, that if that's not love for the game, honestly, I don't know I don't know what is. I'll be so for real with you guys. But like, it's a nice one, bro. It's literally like an HP OEM model, but it's whatever. I paid like $23 for it, so might as well. Man, y'all ever just be chilling at home, right? And then you get a case, you get a nice little case, right? Comes in from Newegg. You're like, man, I really gotta do a build in this. So that's what we're doing today. I bought this Game Max Infinity Cube. Cost me like $40 on Newegg, and I have a couple of the parts, right? I have this GTX 1060 that I definitely did not just take from my personal computer. I'll be going in this build. We also have some Okino's fans. These could because obviously you're gonna need some RGB, right? You're gonna need some RGB. And let me see. I found some of that. I think I got it. I also have this whole entire office PC that literally nobody in my house uses. So today, I'll be turning this into this. Let's go. Now, as far as what this office PC that I built has, so I initially built this PC in 2020 for my parents, and they just needed like something super basic, right? So I was like, okay, throw me like $200 and I got you. So this is what I ended up building. This build has an i3 10100, 16 gigabytes of RAM, an H410 motherboard, a 240 gigabyte SSD, and then I eventually had thrown in this GT 1030 because my siblings wanted to play Roblox. So then it also has a 400 watt UVGA power supply. So yeah, I mean, it's a decent little build. I mean, it gets things done, but thing is, I already have an Optiplex that doesn't have a CPU, doesn't have RAM. So what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just gonna do a little swap over, right? Just because that motherboard isn't standard in any way, it doesn't have a standard power supply, anything like that. But as far as what people are going to use this PC for, like it'll be perfectly fine. And as well, literally nobody has used this computer in like a month. So as you can see, it's getting pretty dusty. So yeah, let's start taking it apart. Not gonna lie, 13-year-old me was not that great at cable management, but it's fine. I'm not gonna do it better, by the way. This build, like the cable management, most definitely will be worse. So just want to let you know. And that's the best graphics card of all time, the GT 1030 DDR4. Alrighty, so we've got all the components. I mean, to be honest, like, ain't even barely no components, bro. This thing is like the most bare bone could ever bare bone, to be honest. This is the definition of bare bones. When you look up bare bones on Wikipedia, this is what pop up. So, I mean, it's just like an H410. I think I might have said H510, but it's an H410 motherboard, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and then the i3 with the stock cooler. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep the stock cooler, bro. I'm keeping the stock cooler, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. This one has a copper slug in the middle. So I'm just gonna go through and like wipe it down, make sure like get all the dust off and stuff like that, and then slap it in. And then as well, got a little Wi-Fi card. Obviously, you gotta include that. GTX 1060. And then we have this EVGA 400 watt power supply. I mean, it's fine. Like, it's a little low wattage, so I'm not really tripping too much. 80 plus white. And then I also have obviously this Game Max case. And then the storage is on the way. That's gonna be a 240 gigabyte SSD. And then I also have the 1 terabyte hard drive, which is upstairs. I'll grab it later when I'm building. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna clean these off real quick, and then I will start assembly. Alrighty, so we've now got our Game Max case basically ready. I put in the standoffs and the IO shield. Now I just got to put in the fans, and then we can get to assembling the rest of the build. So yeah, these OpenOS fans are low-key like not even too bad either. They look pretty nice when they're all lit up. They have some nice color modes, and they cost like 22 bucks for a 5-pack, and it comes with a hub. Which is not too bad, especially considering like the Thermalright ones and stuff like that. Like these ones, for example, it costs like 18, 19, and they don't have a hub. So if you have an older motherboard or something like that that doesn't have 5-volt ARGB, it is like a pretty good option. I'll go ahead, I'll leave them linked down below. All right, everything has been cable managed. You're not gonna see it. So let's go ahead. Let's see. Let's try for the first boot. Let's try for the first boot. Hey, there we go. Okay. You know what? An okay looking computer. You know, it got some potential. Honestly, I'm gonna just run it in like Fortnite and Valorant and see what FPS it gets, and then go ahead and list it. Cause yeah, I mean it's not the most spectacular build you've ever seen in your lifetime, but it did only cost 111 bucks. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead, throw it up dirt cheap, probably like 300, 325, trying to see if I can flip it for that. But yeah, I mean overall it's probably been like an hour or two, hour and a half, something like that. Quickly threw it all in this case, slapped in a nice GPU, and now we have a gaming computer. Yeah, it's a pretty nice case. I like it, honestly. Pretty easy to build in, but pretty decent little build. I'm not gonna lie, this PC already sold. Sold in like 4 hours. So we might be suffering from success. I'm not gonna lie. So basically, I'm about to throw like an Instapack in the PC, ship it out. It's sold on Java for, I'll put it up here, I think it was $327.59, something like that. And then that was like after fees, and and then I'll put up our cost as well, including like shipping and everything like that. So overall, made around 200 bucks on this build. Not too shabby at all, and especially for something that I was able to turn around so quickly. Shoot, bro, I'm 1000% happy with that. So I'm gonna get it packed up real quick and then drop it off here in a second. All right, guys, we just made some bread. To be honest, I didn't think that the computer would sell like that quickly. I probably should have maybe increased the price a little bit more, but honestly, I'd much rather sell something like that compared to like a Xeon with an RX 580 that's been mined on and stuff like that. Like, honestly, I hate those type of builds, bro. I hate those type of builds. And they probably have a 92 millimeter cooler too, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I got beef with 92 millimeter coolers too, bro. Why you didn't just buy a 120 mil? Like, come on, like it doesn't even hurt the profit that much, bro. And it looks so much better. Like, don't get me started. But anyways, yeah, I mean, to be honest, that's pretty much it for that quick little build. As far as like the numbers and everything like that, I can put them up here, just like all in one go, all the specs, everything like that. So yeah, I think that was like a pretty successful flip. I mean, given that like I literally built it just yesterday and I literally just shipped it off today because I sold it. So yeah, honestly, we love those quick little turnaround builds. I'm probably gonna do like, I do want to do like some higher end ones. Like I have a RTX 5070 on the way, so I do want to do like some higher end builds, but I'm also trying to figure out like, you know, what's a good mid-range that I can kind of keep to, like, just for number one, for content, as well as for the fact that like they just sell quickly, and you know, I can do like quick turnarounds like I said, so that way we can, you know, keep inching towards that goal that I kind of, you know, hinted at last video. If you want to go check that out, do so after you watch this video. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all for watching, and if you like the content, go ahead, join the Discord, subscribe, like, leave a comment. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but yeah, that's pretty much it for now, and see ya.